Hey guys, I'm Amarat and after some time I am back with another tutorial and couple of changes which should hopefully improve the overall quality of the future videos. You may be already noticing that I am dipping into video editing, and after uploading over 100 videos on YouTube across my two channels, I finally actually started writing a script for these videos. That has some pros and also some cons, so let's see if that sticks. Also, I will be adding timestamps to my up-to-date videos. You should be able to see those timestamps and corresponding chapters in the video timeline in all my map drawing and MapLapse videos from now on. I hope you will find these changes helpful. Alright, enough off topic. Let's get to making a town map. In my last MapLapse video, I made this castle labeled Sonhold, and that took me roughly 90 minutes. Don't take me wrong, it was a lot of fun. However, dedicating that big amount of time to a single map may seem a little bit ominous, especially if you are a beginner. Also, a lot of things I did here took a lot of time. I was building new layer effects from scratch for the purpose of a MapLapse video, which is something I'd normally try to avoid, mainly because I don't want to basically reinvent wheel whenever making a new map of a kind I worked on already before. Also, I was drawing all layers by hand and I didn't use any kind of a map generating software, which is actually going to be the main highlight of this video. Because let's face it, if you are making a map of a huge city in this way, the individual houses are going to be ridiculously tedious. If you want to do that, more power to you, and this video isn't really going to be for you. However, I assume most people making maps like this want to save as much time as possible. We will actually not start in Photoshop today, and instead I will show you absolutely wonderful free online tool at Whatabou's website. Link is in the video description. The first thing you should do is click on this icon down here so you get into the full screen mode. It will make some things a little bit easier. Now you can go to menu and turn on style, settlement and generate windows. At any point you can open or minimize the windows by clicking on their top. If you click on small, medium or large buttons in generate, you can immediately start seeing how powerful this tool actually is. It will allow us to generate any kind of a castle, village, town or city map in just a few minutes. I won't go completely in detail into different settings available in these free windows. However, let's just highlight a few. In style, color scheme, you can make your own settings and change colors of different elements or use one of the presets. You can also download your own preset as a JSON file to back it up and later reload it. You can change the overall looks of house districts and lines, change or hide district names, and so on. If you don't like a name of some district, you can change it by clicking on it. I would encourage you to toy with these settings until you are happy with the overall style. Just keep in mind that if you want to edit this map further in Photoshop and add more effects and additional edits by hand on top of it like I did in the maps I'm showing right now, it's in general better to have the labels hidden and to have the map generated out of the Whatabou's tool as simple in style as possible, because that makes the usage of the wand tool in Photoshop much easier. Let's take a look at generate window now. You can set up whether the settlement has a citadel on the edge or a castle inside, whether it has outer walls, a river, a coast close by, and so on. If you click on rebuild button after changing the settings, you will get the same map just with the additional or removed element depending on what changes you made in your generate settings. You can change the amount of incoming roads within the maximum derived from the map size. Last but not least, there is this amazing warp button in the settlement window. After clicking on it, you can see the mesh of which the map is generated. You can change the size of your cursor by using the mouse wheel. You can adjust the size and shape of different fields in the mesh. So if you want to make your castle bigger or road go to a different way to match either your world map or established lore better, or if you want to change literally anything else, you are free to do so. At any time, you can go to menu and try out different tools here Personally, I find the Liquify tool to be the most useful. When you are done with your edits, go to Menu and click either Apply or Discard if you are unhappy with the changes you made. When you are done with your map, you can use the Export As button in the Settlement menu. This will allow you to download the map as a PNG file, and then you can either use it as it is or open it in Photoshop and continue toying with it there. However, we will take a look at how to do that in the next video. So that's it. I hope this was useful for you, and as always guys, happy map drawing!